Alright, what's up? Alright, what's up? It's a beautiful morning. I'm chilling hard and I'm being extra fucking normal today. Right. Well, this is a first request that actually came from YouTube from my man Kay, who is basically the only person who's watching any of this. So thanks for that, Kay. Wolf Alice, Blue Weekend. I have heard some Wolf Alice before. Couple of songs I've liked. Not a whole lot. I wouldn't say I'm a fan or anything. There's like one or two songs I guess I've listened to. I've put them on a playlist here or there. But I don't think I've heard an album front to back before. Definitely haven't heard anything of this one. It came out last year, and don't think I've listened to a song for at least 2 years. All right, I'll stop talking. Let's get into it. Please recommend me stuff if you're actually watching these and you think I might like something. All right, first song, The Beach.
Still sink our drinks like every weekend, but I'm sick of circling the drain. Afraid you're not a bitch, but just a bit when you're bored. Let me on, let me on, let me in. Lost in my past, was a storm from the past, and
What a start. Damn. That wasn't really what I remember the songs from Wolf Alice I've heard before being like. That was just a big sound. Big sound, huge build up, so full in the ears. She has such a piercing voice. It just cuts through. It's kind of like somehow she has a really soft, breathy voice, and it's just piercing and sharp at the same time. It's really odd. Quite a sad song with a big build up at the end there. It just sounds like I mean, it's hard, kind of ambiguous lyrics, but it seems like yeah, I'm really not sure. Maybe it's about her and her parents. It could be something like that. Maybe every time she sees her parents, the relationship's not that good and they need to drink to get through it. You know, I'm sick of circling the drain. Let me off, let me in. Let others battle. We don't need to battle and we both shall win. And it says when we three meet again. So it could be lovers, it could be friends. She could be talking about the third person in that relationship being booze. It's obviously part of the struggle here is booze. I feel like I rambled too much on the last one, so I'm not going to try and analyze that too deeply because I don't feel like I have a good grasp on it. I'm lying on the floor like I'm not worth a chair. Yeah, sounds like a struggle with substance abuse. All right, delicious. Great start to the album, by the way. I love the big build. It gives me an idea there's going to be a lot of dynamic sounds in here, and big epic swells, which is something I'm a huge fan of. So Delicious Things, Wolf Alice, number 2.
Could I belong here? The vibes are kinda strong here. Some guy is taking me into his garden. See, I'm socially anxious and a long way from home. I've only just learned my margarita from Mojito. So a girl like me, would you believe I'm in Los Angeles? Say I don't know, it's probably what
The bass line.
left on his own is he rolls his eyes and cuts it. I don't care, I'm in the Hollywood Hills. I'm no longer pulling punks, I'm no longer His name is Adam, he's in bed here beside me. Don't I think he is a bad man?
Oh my god. Whoa, okay. This has a lot of the things that I remember the one song from Wolf Alice that I really loved had. The verse, just the way, her voice when she does, she's doing this thing where she's like, singing or whatever, she's just like quietly telling you a story. She's sort of, it feels like she's sort of taken you aside and she's just telling you like this funny story she's just seen, and it's because she thinks that you have a good sense of humor, and she's just like, yeah, this is what just happened, you know, just letting you in on something. And it's the way her voice sounds with it, the actual textures and the tones of it's almost like ASMR. It's so pleasing. And then the chorus is wild. I mean, like I said, the first song was setting me up for some big swells, and damn was I right. The chorus comes in and it's so big and it feels so good, and then the layered vocals just keep getting bigger and feeling better and being more consuming. It's so nice. And oh my god, anyway, it sounded fucking great. I got chills in there at least once. And then the lyrics, what a story. It's so good. All about, I mean, and I also just love the first line, you know, could I belong here? The vibes are kind of strong here. She's really in character, and it's quite, you know, it's funny. She tells the story really well, and it's so, she tells it with, you know, she tells it the way that this character that she's being would tell it, and that's what draws you in so much, you know. She's speaking with the vernacular of a valley girl, or not really a valley girl, but a hopeful aspiring actress, or somebody who wants to make it in the business, you know. Could I belong here? Ask me if I'm from here and I won't say no. I'm giving it a go. Shot for the spot at the top, girl like me. It's so good. Hey, is mum there? It's just me. I felt like calling. She's also, you know, talking about how when these people are trying to succeed, they usually go there with the best intentions, and then, you know, there's just a lot of corruption. There's a lot of dirty dealings, bad people, selfish people, and everyone gets caught up in it because it's something that you have to do just to play the game. Yeah, great track. Let's go on to the next one. Lipstick on the Glass.
But nothing seems inviting except the I take you back. Yeah, I know it seems surprising. Nobody does deceive me. Just
Vibrato.
after you. Take you back. Yeah, I know it seems surprising. Nothing but me deciding, and you just simply asked.
The reverb they're using on her voice is just killing me. It's so good. You know what? I can see they have quite a few albums, and you can really hear it in the way that everything is perfectly coordinated. There's nothing that ever seems out of place, and all of the tones, all of the elements involved just work really well together and synergize. Yeah, it was a good track. I don't know if it was as good as the previous one, but it was fucking good. So yeah, and it's pretty straightforward. Great lyrics as well, straightforward, but you know, just about going back to an old lover, despite the fact that you know it won't work, and despite the fact that you know you're gonna hate yourself for it as soon as you do it. But yeah, full moon rising. You know, when you're really in the mood and you're on one in a day and you've just got the bug for it. Sometimes it's real hard to resist that, and you'll just go back into something that's easy and comfortable because you can, and because that's the best option you've got to fulfill that desire that you have then and there. Kind of perplexed by the line, "Yeah, I know it seems surprising when there's lipstick still on the glass." I wonder if she's referring to like a specific thing that happened, because that doesn't seem clear to me what that means. Unless she's just had a different lover, but hasn't alluded to that anywhere else in the song. Okay, stop talking, Todd. Smile. Song 4, Wolf Alice. Blue Weekend. So far, pretty great. All right. Ooh. Yes.
I ain't afraid, though my steps appear tentative. I scope it out, then I throw myself into it. I want my feelings on my sleeve, I suggested it. It doesn't better than to swallow in a sedative. And you don't like me, well that isn't fucking relevant.
Yes. Fuck yeah.
And your choice to call me cute has offended me. I have power, there are people who depend on me. And this honeybee stings. These creeping girl was a puppet on strings. Sip a drink, sip a woman, you
Fat. Oh. Ooh, this little firecracker of a song. I love that. I love the attitude in that little verse. Just some bite to it. Kind of like her own version of rapping, I guess. It's got that like 90s like grungy, like dirty vibe that I love. It's so good. So much sarcasm in there, you know. It's real tongue-in-cheek. She's kind of, I mean, even with the what she's saying in the lyrics, you know, it's basically saying like, you know what, like, this is a song from the perspective of someone who everyone thinks is timid, but you know what, fuck you, I'm not timid, I'm just not extroverted, and I'm comfortable being not the center of attention, and I don't give a fuck if you think that it makes me boring. I'd rather just be who I am. And then at the end, she's sort of mentioning how at the bar she's the queen. You know, you can find me at the bar, and when I get drunk, I'm gonna be a little bit more rowdy, and you're gonna see more of who I am, because that's when I feel like it. You know. Yeah, and the other side of it is that she's obviously angry because she's sick of the fact that people think that just because she's, you know, a cute, quiet, or at least not quiet, but maybe unassuming woman, they can approach her and constantly try to tell her how to behave and hit on her and be like, oh, you know, have fun with me. It's like, nah, man, let me do my thing. I'm here by myself. Why don't I come to you bothering you? So good. I love it. I just love the feeling of that one. That one was just fun. It's just a little firecracker, serious energy, those extremely grossly distorted bass lines that sounded so filthy. I loved it. Okay, Safe from Heartbreak, track number 5.
I play feelings, safe from heartbreak if I never fall in love. Safe from heartbreak if I never fall in love. Put me on your you fuck with my feelings. Safe from heartbreak if I never speak as you were. Heartbreak if I never let you. Safe from heartbreak if I never fall in love.
Oh, it's a short one. Oh, I wasn't expecting that to just end. I thought it was going to be a bridge. Simple song, but it works. You know, just a little bit of plucky guitar and some crazy vocals on the top. Wild harmonies. I wonder if there's several people who sing in this band, or whether she's just layering her voice a lot in the studio and recording the album. There was definitely at least one male voice in there as well, obviously. But I'm just curious whether it's her. I'm also curious whether she plays an instrument in the band or if she's just the vocalist, because I don't know, she just, for some reason, she strikes me as just the vocalist because she's doing so much with it. I don't know, it just sounds like a band, actually. It just sounds like a real band with a front woman, and she's the front woman. I guess that's why I feel that way. Yeah. Just a song about getting hurt, I guess. Getting hurt in a romantic relationship and having things not go your way, having a partner who isn't all the way in with you and who maybe is too... Like, she has this line here: as weak as your wording when you told me you're leaving, like you don't have feelings. Someone who maybe isn't in it as much as they want to be, and they're 1 foot out, and they're scared to say things as truthfully as they want to, so they're really just trying to tiptoe around her feelings, and she's not getting why are you leaving? Why, you know, give it to me straight, baby. Yeah, and also just saying, like, you know, sort of telling the other person to open up, and also just talking about shielding yourself from being hurt by not getting too invested and not letting yourself really fall in love properly. And I think this is sort of like, she's saying now she's doing it because she's been hurt, and she's hurt because the previous guy or girl she was in a relationship with, who she thinks had that issue, now put her in the position to have the same issue. So it's sort of like transferring, you know, it's a circular thing, which is great writing. Okay. Oh, how can I make it? Yeah, how can I make it okay? It's the next song, track 6.
Change it all at all. So how can I make it okay? I just want you to be how can I say something else that you how can I make so feel
to be honest, that last swell of that last like chorus, even though most of it is chorus, the last part, it was penetrating my soul. When they brought in that, it must have been her voice sampled and looping, but it was it was just her going. It just, whatever they were doing with the production, it was all her voice. It was I almost feel like I was gonna cry, and I can't. I'm not a crier. It doesn't happen. But I don't know what it was. It was just hitting me and like fucking vibrating in me in a way that I just was like overwhelmed. It was really overwhelming. God damn! Just sonically. Fuck. And this is a straight up joyous love song, which you don't hear that many of those these days. You know, it's this is just a fucking what's up. I'm straight up in love with you. I'm actually, you know what, that kind of makes sense, because it's kind of like this is kind of like a song about, it feels like the feeling you get when you first meet someone and you are just infatuated, and the only thing you can think about is, maybe I should make plans to do this great thing with them. I want to show them this place I love. I want to take them to this restaurant that I always go to. That's awesome. They're going to love this album. I want to show that to them. You know what I mean? Oh, maybe I can get them a present. I'll surprise them with something. Where you just can't get them off your mind. You're just trying to think of all the ways to make them feel awesome and to you know, be a great new partner. And then also this line here, how do we sell you the world? I think that's her saying to herself, like, how do I show you how perfect I am for you, because I can see how perfect you are for me already. Let it in, embrace and uncurl. Someone like you should not be left unsold. But the first one, a moment to change it all. Had life been so slow, urgency takes hold, but to live in fear isn't to live at all. So that's basically saying, and then when you feel it, go for it. Scary, but go for it. Anyway, so good sonically though. I mean, the lyrics are great as well, but fuck, whoo, got me good. I will be listening to that again the second this is over, because the ending of that was just vibrating right into my frequency. Play the greatest hits. That's what it's called. Play the greatest hits. So versatile. Ooh, not the firecracker. Man, she's so versatile. This band's so interesting because they just swing back and forth. They do whatever they want. They don't give a single fuck about catering to a specific sound. They just do whatever they feel like and whatever they think fits the song, right? And this is an interesting song. If the fast life is fast, then why does it creep? Back at the castle like 2016, they don't play any music. Take it back to mine. Life seems to move in circles when you take its straight white lines. This song is, it's good because it really portrays what it's trying to portray, which is kind of the hopelessness of living a directionless life where you don't really have a focal point. You don't really know what you're doing, so you're just having fun. You're just experiencing pleasures in the moment, right? You're like, well, I'm not really sure what I'm doing, so whatever makes me happy right now, that's what I'm gonna do, because who cares? I'm just having a good time. I'm young, I'm dumb, I'm free, who cares? I'll figure it all out eventually, but instead, it doesn't feel that good, because if you do too much of that, it all starts to feel empty. Nothing's loud enough, like she keeps saying. You know, you start off a couple of parties with some friends, then you go to parties with strangers, then you start doing heavier and heavier substances, and then being up till 7 in the morning at a fucking dance party isn't even enough anymore. You got to go to the after party and go to the end of that, and then everything else starts to feel empty in life, except for those moments. And even when you're in those moments, those aren't feeling that full either anymore. I haven't had enough. It isn't loud enough. It's all about an insatiable appetite here for whatever she's trying to get her hands on. Play the greatest hits, all of them. Yeah. So well written. I mean, sonically, not my absolute favorite, but in terms of just being like a sick girl punk song, it was awesome. And the main thing is, I just loved the story they told with it, and they told it really well. And I can tell you they told it well because certainly I have been through this. I lived most of my life like this. So yeah, let's go on to the next one. Feeling Myself, Wolf Alice. Let's see if she's feeling herself on this one. I can say that I'm feeling her. I would say the band. I don't know, the band's Wolf Alice, so it makes me feel like she's the main point. Feeling Myself. Stop talking.
Anyone doesn't matter about numbers when it's breaking news, 'cause that's no way to live, and that's no way to play the game over. Now I'm really feeling myself.
Oh my god.
I've been moving in circles, so my love doesn't take any shape. I watch you as you're watching me. Keep my name on your lips. Feel like a
Whoa. How do they just have that song, and how can I make it better? Is that the one? And in the middle they've got Play the Greatest Hits wedged, which is a little fucking punk song. That was unbelievable. I mean, I was listening to it, having a great time, and then it just kicked in like an orgasm. Like, it just fucking completely blindsided me, and I was just like chills all the way down my spine, just like, huh, what is happening? It's fuck. Wow. And then it came in again, and I was just like, this is so sonically, it was so overwhelmingly, it was just like a wall of sound. Yeah, I don't know how to explain it, because I was really overwhelmed. That's the word. I was overwhelmed. And then at the end, when it came in the last time, I actually thought that, I was like, wow, this is like really like, it's got the feeling of orgasmic, and it felt sexy the whole time. And I kind of already knew it was a little bit about that, but then I'm reading this, the actual lyrics properly, and they're so good. The lyrics, it's about, okay, this is about, and this is something that I think a lot of people probably experience at some point in their life. They realize that they're having this experience. It's about the first time that you have sex, and a lot of people, like a lot of us are people pleasers, right? And I would say this probably especially true for women, although I had a similar experience, that we want to please the other person and we don't really think about ourselves. So people focus too much on being a good lover, making the other person feel pleasure, rather than themselves. And in the end, as it says here, where is it? It doesn't matter about numbers when it's breaking news that it takes two to love. So she's met someone who's obviously had a lot of sex, but he's teaching her that, hey man, you need to just get your rocks off, because that's what's going to get me going. And that's how we're going to make this really special, is when we're both just doing what we want to do in the moment and not thinking about, oh, how can I make the other person have the best time possible? Just be in the moment with me and just go all the way to letting yourself totally surrender to it. And damn, it was so good. It felt like that. It seriously felt like that. That was crazy, because it felt so much, it felt like an awakening. It was so good. Okay, I'm gonna stop rambling. All right. Those two songs destroyed me. All right, The Last Man on Earth, I'm guessing is what it's called, because I can't see the last word.
You'd like his light to shine on you. In every book you take, and you dust off from the shelf, that you read about yourself. And when your friends are talking, you hardly hear a word. And the last man on the earth. You should be asking is for help.
Well, this seems to be a song about, I mean, obviously it was great. Again, they have not missed yet. It's a song about, it seems to be a song about the last man on earth, I guess is the title of the song. So the last man on earth is a man who he's trying to live life the best way he knows how, and to find happiness and everything, but is fooled by all of the trickery of society, capitalism, what we're taught success is. And so he's just been chasing conventional success, thinking that's going to bring happiness, and is just mistaken. And this is just her saying, you're mistaken. You need to, what you should be asking for is help. You know, who are you to ask for anything else? What you should be asking for is help, because you're lost in your world of materialist things, and you miss the trick when it comes to love. You're always seeking what you don't have, like what you do ain't enough. You'd like a light to shine on you, you know? It's like this guy, he just wants the light to shine him. He just wants to be happy. He wants to feel fulfilled. But he just keeps doing it wrong, you know? Every book you take and every dust and you dust off from the shelf has lines between lines that you read about yourself, but does a light shine on you? Meaning you're constantly trying to figure this out. You're reading stories about people who are figuring it out. Every tale ever told is a parable letting you know that material wealth and conventional success are not the road to happiness, but you're not figuring it out. It's written in front of you, but you're missing it. Anyway, there's more lyrics there that are even better, but I'm not stretching it out any longer. No Hard Feelings, Wolf Alice, track number 10, Blue Weekend. Last 2 tracks. See how we go.
No hard feelings, honey. There'll be no bad. No hard feelings, honey. The next time. Would we ever have tied the knot? Well, how long is a piece of string? No hard feelings, honey.
Oh, it's so sweet. Oh, what a sweet, sweet song. And what a... just like a beautiful lullaby. It was just, it was so sweet and delightful, and it just sort of, you know, just rolled along and just kept you, like lulling you, like a lullaby should, lulling you all the way through. And she's such a sweet voice, and so, it's crazy how versatile she is, and this album is. There's so many different sounds on here, it's crazy. I can see why people love this album. Because also, I mean, it was recommended by the letter K, but I have heard people rave about this album before. I have heard that. People with similar musical tastes to me, I guess. Alright, The Beach 2, final track. Let's see if we can bring it all the way home. Lyrics.
Sip wine from a plastic cup. Throw stones into another. Tide comes in as it must go out. Consider. Spinning stones, I don't care what floats. When I look out beyond the windows, okay.
Oh, well, there goes Blue Weekend by Wolf Alice. Beach 2, the second song. Unless she has a really, really tight group of friends, that was a song about her daughters and about the joy. It's basically a song about the moments in life that actually matter. The true joys in life, like the moments when you're sitting on the beach, nothing's going on, you're sipping a glass of rosé, and you can see your beautiful children playing and being happy. Listen, I would, if you haven't heard this album, if you haven't listened to it, I would, also honorable mention to the bassist in this band. Whoever's playing bass in this band is just doing a phenomenal job. It's just all the way through, perfectly done. I mean, I don't really know what else to say. You did it. You did a great job. You're a bassist, and you should be a bassist. That's what you were born to do. Right, now what I was going to say is, if you haven't listened to this album, I would strongly urge you to go listen to How Can I Make It Okay? and feeling myself. And if neither of those, and put a good pair of headphones on, close your eyes, listen to those songs. And if they don't make you feel something, you should go see your general practitioner, because you may be dead, you may have a thyroid problem, you don't feel anything, and that's an issue for you. Because they were just fucking excellent songs. Okay, I can't even remember anything from before that because they hit me so hard, to be honest, but I know I liked all of it. Excellent recommendation. Thank you to Kay, my only viewer so far. Fuck yeah. Recommend more shit, guys, if anyone's watching it. Let's do it. All right. Bye.